What is up? Okay, so I am kind of new to doing this. I'm just doing it for fun. I figure if it leads anywhere, maybe I'll do more of it. But the way I'm going to do my videos, I've realized, is that the way I best learn is by watching someone explain what they're doing while they're doing it. So I'm just going to do videos that explain my thought process when doing things. That mixed along with the fact that there is not a ton of quality video on YouTube or on the internet that explains how to play War Thunder correctly, specifically the air battles. So I'm pretty new to it myself. I love this game though, and yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna do some videos explaining my thought process and why I do things, and yeah, hopefully you can learn something from it, and hopefully I can learn some things along the way too. Alright, so I'm using my favorite bomber, the B-34. It's a lower tier weapon, or a lower tier bomber, but packs a pretty big punch if you know how to use it. So I'm headed for their base right now. I'm about to drop some bombs. Key thing with the B-34 is you want to stay low to the ground with it. It just has really good speed at low ground level, and drop some bombs on there. Drop that. I'm going to turn away from that airfield over there. That's their airfield. All those red targets are gunners waiting. If you get too close to their airfield, they will shoot at you and they will kill you. So I don't want to loop around, stay away from that. Now right now I'm waiting for my bombs to reload, so pretty much just doing a big circle. I've used this plane quite a bit, to the fact where I had the reload speed really leveled up on it. So I'm pretty lucky right now because no one is really paying attention to me, which is not usually the case. Usually bombers are taken out pretty easily and pretty quickly. Simply hitting the space bar, dropping bombs. The more you play with the plane, the more you level it up, the bigger amount of load you're allowed to carry, more damage you can do, more points, more RP you can unlock, silver lions, all that good stuff. So don't be surprised if your plane does not turn the way mine is right now, because like I said, I've got it leveled up, the crew leveled up pretty high. So with the bombers, you have a front ornament that you can shoot with like that, but generally you want to keep all your enemies on your tail so he can do your work, right? So look, he's already about to engage something. Those are just AI planes, but you want to keep enemies on your six so you can let him do the shooting. Because if you're busy dropping bombs, like I am right now, hitting spacebar, dropping bombs. If you're busy dropping bombs or trying to maneuver, the AI does a decent job at protecting you. So, but you can also switch to them. If you're playing on a keyboard, you can switch to them and press V, and that'll give you the ability to shoot as a gunner. It's kind of hard, in my opinion, to do. It takes quite a bit of practice to be good at it. But if you had the ability to kind of set your plane even when you're at a good altitude, like just like that, you can switch to your gunner and you can be the one that shoots at the enemies. I typically like to let the AI do it. I'm not great at maneuvering and trying to shoot at the same time, so I mainly focus on dropping bombs. They don't get you a ton of points per se. So the blue and the red bars up there represent, nice. The blue and the red bars up at the top obviously represent the, they're called tickets basically. So each team has a certain amount of tickets. Once you run out of tickets, you lose. So a team loses tickets by losing a base, like you just seen, base destroyed. They lost a certain amount of tickets for that. if my plane gets destroyed, there's a certain amount of tickets that my team loses for that. These ground units, I'm sure I should. These ground units over here, destroying those, if I'm not mistaken, gets you the most amount of tickets, and then scores you the most amount of points, and the opposite team loses the most amount of tickets when destroying those. So it's kind of weird. It's really hard to understand, to be honest. But once you destroy all of the bases, then it's okay. So that one just got destroyed. So now you have access to the enemy's airfield. So we are going to flip right around. Now you have access to the enemy's airfield. And once you destroy that, you can win the game, I think. But this is going to be tough because all these AI hunters are going to be shooting at me. And then we got somebody on a 6. Yep. So again, I'm going to let the gunners try and take care of the work, try to get these bombs off. Yep. Let's go, gunners. Let's go, gunners. Come on. Just want to get these bombs off. That's it. Hit the space bar, just let them go. At this point, we're not even worried about dying. We did our job. Probably gonna get one kill out of the situation. Yeah. So as you can see, the AI gunners on the ground will just rip you to shreds unless you're at an altitude where they can't hit you. So you gotta be pretty high up to not get hit by them.